Welcome back to another Crypto Gorilla weekly news roundup where we cover everything that happened in the space from the general markets to meme coins, gaming, token launches, and NFTs. As usual, I'm not a financial advisor. Hit that subscribe button and let's jump right into it. Starting off with the general crypto markets, and although October did get off to a bad start, October ended up being real. As you can see here, the monthly close is in and Bitcoin is up 11% for the month of October. And if we take a look at the charts, you can see that it very briefly essentially touched previous all-time highs. We did get a correction. We are currently sitting above $70,000, but what a brutal ride it's been over the last 8 months, bouncing between this parallel channel here. We tried to break out. I believe we tapped it 5 different times before finally breaking out. But the good news is we got a test here. We bounced off of those levels and the trend has now switched to bullish. And we aren't the only ones who are bullish. If we take a look at the weekly Bitcoin ETF inflows, you can see we had 2 massive days here, over 800 million in buy pressure, almost 900 million. And over the last 4 days, we have over $2 billion in buy pressure. Now, today is a red day. However, we still don't have the numbers for BlackRock, so maybe those are going to come in positive. But regardless, we're almost at 24 billion in buy pressure from the ETFs since they've launched. Now, of course, we are seeing a lot of this positive price action because the elections are only 4 days away at the time of you watching this video. And many in the crypto space are expecting Trump to win. A lot of them do look at Polymarket. You can see here, he has a massive lead over Kamala. So this is a monumental moment for all of crypto. It's going to be happening on November 5th. And then on November 7th, we have the next FOMC meeting, which it's looking very likely that we are going to get a 25 basis point cut. However, what I'm looking out for is going to be their language on how they're going to treat their balance sheet, as well as their plans with the money supply if they're going to start quantitative easing again, because we need that if we want to see Bitcoin as well as the altcoin market go to insane prices. Moving into meme coins, which are still dominating both in terms of mind share as well as where all the profits are being made. We saw the launch of LMAO.fun, which is a competitor to Pump Fun. However, there are a couple of twists here. One, if you are the top 10 holders when the token migrates, you are going to receive a reward in Solana. And the other twist is KOLs, influencers, content creators, whatever you want to call them, are going to be able to link their Twitter to a token that they're launching. However, they can stay anonymous. So if somebody has 5 million followers, they're able to launch a token. You're going to see this token was launched by somebody with millions of followers, and that might encourage people to buy into it, thinking, hey, this person has 5 million followers. Maybe they're going to tweet about their token. Now, at the time of filming this video, I don't believe there's been any runners, so no token that's gone to 10, 20, 30 million like we're seeing almost daily on Pump Fun. However, the platform is getting attention, especially since they co-hosted a space with Murad. Now, as for the metas that were popping off this week, the biggest one was Loose, which is the new mascot for the Catholic Church, which looks very much like a Milady NFT. And people are saying this is the perfect fit, calling the church a cult. And then Milady's is the biggest cult, or one of the biggest cults in Web3. So they're saying, hey, cult meets cult. Now, this token ran incredibly quickly, reaching 50 million market cap in less than a day. And it topped off at about 90 million. We're currently sitting at roughly 50 again. And although there were a couple of beta plays to Loose, it didn't really have any that stood out, especially compared to the previous 2 metas, being the animal name meta with Mudang, which it is worth noting that Murad has added Mudang to his Twitter list, which does get a lot of people to buy whenever he posts this kind of stuff. And then we had the other meta, which was the AI agent meta, which was led by Goat. And this was by far one of the strongest metas we have seen in a while, both in terms of the main runner, Goat reaching something like 900 million in market cap. It currently sits at roughly 500 million, but it also spawned a ton of beta plays, many of which reached 80 to 250 million in market cap. And this stuff was happening in a matter of days, sometimes even hours. So we had a ton of plays here, such as Fartcoin, Genon, Luna, AI16Z. Now, unfortunately, many of these are down bad. The metas typically last anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks, with only the main one, so Goat and then Mudang, making it out alive. Now, we did see another AI agent pop off this week called Tehehe. This one was on ETH, whereas all the other ones we're seeing are on Solana through Pump Fund. Again, it blew up very quickly, running all the way up to 45 million. It has harshly corrected and currently sits at 11 million. But the point to take from here is the opportunities are endless. We are seeing insane runners every single day. Now, it is worth noting that although AI was the meta for meme coins, AI was actually the worst performer over the last 30 days. And I'm talking about AI utility tokens. If you look at this chart, the light blue line at the bottom is AI, and that's compared to everything from gaming, L1s, L2s, DeFi, and meme coins, which are the purple line at the top of this chart. So the money did not flow back into AI utility tokens. Now, the final meta we got this week, which was to be expected with the elections coming up, are the Politify tokens. We had Doge, which is the Department of Government Efficiency, which is on Ethereum, run from 25 million all the way to 75 million. However, we also had what was essentially a rug by the team here. This 47 token, which is the 47th president of the United States, ran very hard all the way up to 20 million before getting absolutely nuked by the team here. You can see it went from 20 million all the way down to roughly 1.5 million. Somehow it's at 8 million. I don't know who's buying this. It ain't me. But if it's you, I do hope it does well and you make money. Now, speaking of dumping tokens, Mr. Beast is catching some strays on Twitter after a report came out accusing him of pumping and dumping tokens on his followers. Now, to be honest, I have not gone through this report. It does seem very well done. There's a lot of things to go through here. I will leave that to CoffeeZilla and just watch his video after he does his research. But looking at some of these tokens, the claim is that he made $23 million selling, which I don't know why, if you have an audience, you're not allowed to sell tokens or make money at all. If he was just investing and didn't tell his audience directly, hey, go buy this, I don't see any problem with it, especially with some of these tokens saying he made $11.5 million on Super. Super is a legit token that is still building and the price is performing incredibly well. And most people I know, including big people in crypto who have a lot of money invested, are expecting Super to go to $5 this cycle. And same thing for AOS. Yes, it's down from the prices it launched at, but it is doing decent this cycle, and I assume it could keep going up. So this token doesn't seem dead. However, there are others on the list like Pmon. I assume this is the Pmon that they're mentioning. I don't see a contract address here. This one's dead. This is a dead token. So if he was pumping and telling his audience to go buy this, yeah, that sucks. But if he just invested in it and didn't tell anybody to go buy it or didn't publicly say or post about it, I really don't understand what the issue is here. He just invested in something and he got a return on his investment. Jumping into token news, Magic Eden finally launched their TESTME token, which you can currently claim, and it's actually trading even though it's a test token. Now, in order to claim the token, you are going to have to download the Magic Eden wallet and then link it to your existing wallet, so Solana, ETH, or Bitcoin on your desktop. And then you're going to be able to see if you're eligible to claim the token and claim it. And like I said, it is currently trading. The market cap at the moment is at 15 million, which for me, my token is worth something like, I don't know, 50 bucks or not even. Now, when the real token launches, I do expect it to be at much higher prices than we're seeing right here. I didn't go buy this. I also didn't sell my tokens. I don't know if there's going to be a direct one-to-one claim, so I'm just not messing with it. I'm just leaving it, and I'm going to wait for my airdrop. Turning over to AVAX, we saw the launch of the Arena token, which is for the SocialFi dApp Degen Arena, which caught popularity during the big SocialFi days when everybody was farming friend tech. Now, the token itself currently sits at a $92 million market cap. If you participated in this app, you are able to go and claim a portion of your airdrop. As you can see, there's going to be 12 different seasons, I assume over a 1-year period, and you're also able to stake them and get, at the moment, a 50% APY. So I just went ahead and staked mine, especially since a majority of them are locked, I assume there's going to be bonuses for stakers. Jumping into Ruins, we had Casey Rodamore, who is the creator of Ordinals, finally airdrop his ruin, which is called Memento Mori, which if we take a look on Magic Eden is trading for roughly 10.6 million in market cap, which is surprising. This does feel very low, especially for a token created by Casey. However, he has stated multiple times that he's not going to do anything with this, and it is just a meme coin. However, the kicker here is if you were a subscriber or a supporter of his podcast, I believe it's through Patreon, and you paid to support him, since the beginning, you got a massive airdrop. I think the highest people received is something like $50,000, and the membership costs you only a few $100 if you were subscribed since day one. So that is insane for his supporters. Even if you subscribed after he announced a token, which is like $5 a month, I believe you still got $300 airdropped. Now the token itself is down 56%. So that $300 is now 150, and that 50K is now 25,000, but still free money and massive amounts of money for any of his supporters. Next up, we have the upcoming L2 Abstract, who just opened up a waitlist on their website. I will put a link for it in the description down below. In my opinion, you should be signing up to all of these, whether it's Abstract, Barachain, Monad. I want to try to get early access as fast as possible to all of this stuff, because I believe there's going to be so many opportunities in terms of airdrops, in terms of NFT mints, but the main one being meme coins. We know there's going to be some crazy runners, especially the first ones that run that everybody jumps onto. So if you have testnet access, you're going to get access to their decks and all their tools before everyone else, and you're going to understand how everything works. So I'm expecting Abstract to launch mid to late November, and then Barachain, hopefully we get it in early December and they don't end up delaying to 2025. Now, one dApp that I have been playing around with is Multiplier. I did mention this one in the past. It is a casino game where you can bet and win multiples of your favorite meme coin. It also goes to supporting the meme coin since they buy it and it causes a big green candle on the chart. Now they will also have their own token. So as I'm gambling or as you support them on social media, you are going to be earning their token. And as you can see on this tweet, they're also giving away codes for the testnet. So again, this could be a point of early access if you get access to this tool. Jumping into gaming news, Pokemon dropped their trading card game named Pokemon TCG Pocket. And no, there is no official blockchain component, no NFTs, no token or anything like that. Although I did hear rumors of people going through the code, I guess, who saw some blockchain components. So either they had plans to do something with crypto and they scrapped it. I do remember hearing about them filing some patents. So they clearly have an interest in the blockchain, or maybe they're planting a seed and setting this up for the future. Maybe you're going to be able to take out rare cards and they're going to be NFTs like a Charizard or a Mewtwo or something. Now, whether there is or isn't blockchain doesn't matter at the moment. I think this is good to really get people accustomed to a digital only world, collecting assets that are digital only, because this game is very much about collecting and trading. It's nostalgic. So a lot of us put value to some of the rarer cards, and they're basically the same thing as NFTs minus the real parts, right? Minus the ownership and minus the transparency. So I assume one day we're going to get a blockchain Pokemon game. Probably not this one, but maybe in the future. If you want to learn more about it, I will put a link to a wonderful thread that I put together in the description down below. Next on the list, we have Super Champs, who just released details on their Season 2 airdrop, which have to do with NFT holders of the Genesis NFTs and the point boost you're going to get for the Genesis points. And it's going to be based on the rarity of your trait. So if you're a holder of these Super Champs NFTs, especially if you have some rare ones, you are going to benefit from this. Now, these are only some examples, but you can see there's a 12% boost if you have a gold skin or a flashy neon laser racket, a 6% boost on an evil kitty streak or with a steel skin or a Sakura wand, and then a 3% boost on the foam fingers, stop sign, and so on. You get the point. And these boosts are able to stack. So if you have multiple, you are going to get an even higher percentage. Now, this doesn't mean we aren't still going to get the multiplier for holding our Genesis NFTs on our quest points. That is still going to apply. What this applies to are the Genesis points. So for season 1, simply for holding and staking, you're receiving points every single day. Now there is a special boost for having specific traits. And overall, it's great to see that they're going to continue to reward the Genesis holders simply for staking and holding, but you also get multipliers for having put more money into the floor, into rare traits, as well as just holding more NFTs and getting the multiplier on your quest points. Next up, we have Infinigods announcing that their vault holders are going to be getting 9.5% of the token over a 24-month period. And this comes after they announced a 7.5% for the NFT holders. Now, while we do not have information on the price or supply of the God Vaults, I will put a pre-mint link in the description down below if you want to try to get yourself whitelist. In my opinion, this is one worth getting. I have had many calls with the team and they really do seem to value community and they understand that they have to take care of them. I'm also a holder of the Genesis NFT. I hold like 10 of them. So obviously I want this project and the token to do well. Next up, we have PartyIcons closing a $9 million raise led by Bitcraft. They also announced a new God mode within their games for the OGX holders, as well as staking, which is supposed to go live within the coming weeks. And they also mentioned their party token is going to be launching in 2025. Now, as for their NFTs, this announcement of a raise didn't really do much for the floor. These raises don't do too much compared to in 2021, you announced $9 million raise, your floor is going to 3x. But now what people want to see is that liquidity event. So they want to know that the token is coming and then the price is going to go up. So simply saying 2025 is not going to do it for the NFTs, but maybe as we get closer to the TGE, we are going to see some upwards price momentum. Moving into the final section of the video, which is the world of art and NFTs, my favorite. We have Sam Spratt revealing details on his upcoming activation, which does appear to be a continuation of the Monument game. This, of course, was the game last year that I covered where players could mint NFTs for 3.33 ETH. And then you'd get to put your story or a comment, whatever you wanted, on a beautiful piece made by Sam Spratt. 3 winners were chosen and received the Skulls of Lucy, which sell for tens of thousands of dollars. Now, the floor of the masks, which were the NFTs that people minted for 3.33 ETH, is currently at 11 ETH with sales above 9 ETH. So still a 3x on the floor after 1 year is very impressive. And as far as details on the upcoming game, we have a website where you can decode this message, which was on one of his tweets, which reads out that the game is going to be played in February of 2025. There's going to be 256 players, each of which are going to have their own guest. So that's similar to what they did in the first game, and I am very much looking forward to what he has planned this time around. Next up, we have Pudgy Penguins announcing a sale of 150 ghost figurines for the price of $299, only available through their website. I tried to get it, but this thing sold out in half a second. Our final story of the day is on Artifact, who just announced a move to earn contest for the Cryptokicks holders. I have some right back here. Now, there's only going to be 50 winners, which did disappoint a lot of people, and the prizes mainly consist of Artifact shoes as well as some backpacks, and it lasts until November 20th. And while I am glad that they're doing something, I don't know, in my mind, Artifact is just dead. The NFTs are down horrendously. The clones, the Animus eggs, they could have done so much with the eggs. They could have done some Pokemon Go type of game where you do move to earn, you walk around and you hatch your egg or you find new Animus monsters. But I've pretty much given up all hope. Now, I am hoping this is a test phase and then they eventually introduce that game. But to be honest, I've given up all hope on Artifact. I've sold all my NFTs. I still rock my merch, but I've sold all my NFTs. I lost a lot of money on them. Most people I know are down tens of thousands of dollars on Artifact. So this is one of the biggest L's from a brand, Nike, coming into the NFT space. I really hope they can recover it this cycle, but I am not holding my breath and I do not expect it to recover, but I still like Artifact, so I'll still cover it in my videos. That is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a like. It really helps my channel reach a wider audience. If you haven't already done so, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification. Thank you for watching the Crypto Gorilla. Peace.